It's an election year. You know they're going to throw everything at us. Mass shootings, school shootings, psyops, mass casualty events, earthquakes, alien encounters, Project Bluebeam, all of it. So for that reason, me and Paranoid Radio thought it was important to bring you guys a weekly flashy news flash, where we break down all of the lies, all of the misdirections, psyops, in real time, with every weekly news cycle. The news cycles are moving so fast, we're not going to let them get away with it because information is power. And most importantly, honest reporting on Donald Trump and his court cases. So stay tuned for a flashy news flash.
Tell me, boy.
I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, bitch, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, bitch, I'm paranoid.
Democracy. The term democracy and the phrases spreading democracy or saving democracy has been used by our government to justify some of the darkest, most heinous acts ever committed by any government. And now we are seeing them turn that rhetoric domestically onto Trump and onto Trump supporters. Notice the rhetoric and the terminology they use. It's the same terminology they use when they want to gain the public support to invade another country. They killed Gaddafi, Saddam Hussein, for all of those reasons, and they justified it by democracy. They've overthrown governments in Africa and Nicaragua and all around the world for democracy. Now they are trying to convince the public that treason is justified to save, quote unquote, democracy. Because true democracy is having a government that is accountable to the people. And I've been paying attention. I haven't seen one Democrat or one establishment member, both parties, be held accountable for anything. So yes, we are a threat to their fake democracy. And we live in a constitutional republic anyway, with democratically elected officials. But we all know that hasn't been happening for a while with the voter fraud. What I really wanted to talk about, though, is Donald Trump's court cases. And how I sat here and said every single one of these court cases will slowly but surely implode. And here we are, a couple months later, and every single one is or already has. Let's talk about the one in Florida. God bless Judge Aileen Cannon. She is a true patriot. Doesn't matter if she's a Trump supporter, she's not a political person at all. She loves her country and she follows the rule of law. Now, Jack Smith, the special prosecutor, has been caught every which way you can be caught, lying, planting evidence. That he told the FBI, Joe Biden's administration did, that when they raid Mar-a-Lago, they had shoot-to-kill orders. Anybody that got in their way, they were told to shoot and kill, even the president, Donald Trump himself. So they set that raid up just so that they could go in there and possibly what? Assassinate Donald Trump? This is how dark and dirty our government is. And now all of these lawfare cases have been exposed for what they are. Donald Trump is not the only one on trial here. The federal government is also on trial, and they are being tried in the court of public opinion, and they are losing. Further on this Florida case, so that has been exposed. That Jack Smith pretty much planted evidence. Everybody remember the photographs of all the documents, and Trump had them sprawled out all over his floor. All lies. They set that all up for a CNN photograph and for the mainstream media. These people are dirty. That case is going absolutely nowhere. Judge Cannon knows exactly what's going on. She's been redacting all of this information so that the public can digest it. So when she throws this case out, it's not going to look like some Trump-supporting judge trying to help Trump. Nope. It's going to look like actual justice. And we have been on the right side of justice this entire time. All that noise, all that bullshit on the news about Trump supporters this, we're liars, no. We were just early, and we told the truth. And that's what we'll continue to do, and that's what will set us free. Now, the other case, the January 6th case in Washington, isn't even going to happen before the election. If these cases don't happen before the election, they don't exist. It's as simple as that. And they're not going to. The only case they have is the Stormy Daniels hush money case, which is the most preposterous case of all of them. The idea that Trump paid this woman to help him win the 2016 election to make the story go away is ridiculous. If that was a crime, then Joe Biden should be in jail right now for doing the same thing with Hunter Biden's laptop. Oh, he used the federal government to do it, so it was okay? Ridiculous. The federal government is also on trial. All of their lies are being exposed through what? Through discovery. Remember, I sat here and talked about how important discovery is. When you get the opportunity, when you get sued, you get the opportunity to get everything they have on you too. And that's what's being redacted and released in the Florida case. Now, that other case where Judge Rogan, remember we talked about the fine of $500 million. Oh my God, they were going to take his hotels, they were going to take his golf courses. Oh my God. Yeah, none of that happened. The fine got lowered to $170 million, and now Trump is appealing the decision to the more sane, more legitimate appeals court in New York, which they will overturn it. And like we all talked about, it will go away. It was never going to be easy. It was never going to be quick. But best believe we are bringing down this disease temple on their heads. Godspeed.
Paranoid Radio.